Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the market. We'll look at the weekly, the daily. We'll look at the intraday charts to see what the trades of the day were, and we'll look at my trade as well. Let's get started here. Weekly chart. Well, look at this. Looky this. All this pretty much happened today. A range of nearly 95. Market's still trading here. It's about 2:45 p.m. my time here in Texas. So there's about 15 minutes left before the market goes ding, ding, ding. Futures will trade an extra hour after that. So, you know what? I'm not surprised. Not surprised to see a little bit of a market pullback here. And I did change the daily charts, but didn't change the weekly because you know what? This still just sticks out like a sore thumb. This is like really hard to get around. Going all the way back for quite a while. That cycle might not be legit. Bang, bang. Look at this stuff, man. Kabingy, kabingy. Bingy. It's hard to ignore that something's going to happen there. May not be as big as it was right there. Okay, but then again, the market might surprise us and do a little whoopsie-doozy. So, you know, there's some type of residual energy here that's going to pause the market. Maybe that's all it is and it shoots to the moon. Maybe it pulls back a little bit more than shoots to the moon. Okay. It might just pause and shoot to the moon like I've been saying. But I'm not surprised to see this 94-point pullback right here. Today's Thursday. And 94-point candlestick, I should say, pretty much all of it red. And yeah, I think there could be more pullback in this as we go into the first week of June. That is my take on that. That's why I left this cycle here. I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. We got to be a little patient here. I think there's still some residual stuff going on in this area. Let's wait to see what it does, okay? Today we're down to 52.82. Well, this is a weekly chart. Okay, so support 52.85. Well, pretty look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Bing, check. Came right down, touch support. Will it come down to 51.69? You know, a lot of people can say, oh, there's no way the market's going to do that. There is no way that market's going to pull down. Let's see. Let me think about support, because support is different than resistance. Give me a second here. Support would be the bottom of this candlestick. So we already met this one. The next one down would be 52.16. Okay, so I'll throw it in here. I'll throw it in. Why not? Do it. Duplicate. This would be a support rather than a resistance spot. A lot of people confuse the two. They don't understand. They don't confuse the concept of support and resistance. They don't understand how to find them. They don't do very well at that. So this is 52.16. So what's the key to support and resistance? Oh my gosh, how does Geddes know what the heck he's talking about? Why does he say that? Why do you say that's support? Hold on a minute. Let me finish this up and we'll talk about it. Super simple. I mean, it's super simple. It's so basic. It's going to make your head explode. All right. Resistance would be the top of wicks or the top of bodies. It's that simple. Support will be the bottom of bodies or bottom of wicks. Okay? Yeah, I know. Super simple, but that's the way it works. Okay, so 52.16 is a support level. And maybe even the bottom of that body would be too. But usually it's the wick. This is the bottom of this body is what? Opened up at 52.40. Yeah. But it's more likely 52.16. Can the market pull back to 52.16? You bet your bottom dollar it can. And if it really wants to pull back, it could pull back to the bottom of this one, which is 51.55. Now, wouldn't that freak some people out? Because 52.16 is definitely obtainable before this is done. And so is 51.55. We'll keep the 51.69 there. It's close enough for now. Okay, these two could happen. I'm serious, they could happen before this is done. And the market could surprise people. Okay, just like quick little pullback for the next week, which the end of May and the first week of June. I could easily see two huge monster candlesticks right here. Okay, so don't be so sure this is going to the moon yet. It could be dipsy-doo into the moon, okay? We got to trade what's in front of us. If you didn't watch my, ignore it. If you didn't watch my goals, importance of goals video that I put out today, you should watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. Just click Get Us Realist when you're watching this one. Go back, watch it. I put it out earlier today. Okay, it's me showing you how I made simple $200 a day. No, it's not a method, follow my method kind of video. It's the importance of goals. And it's a really good video. Okay, you should watch it. All right, let's move on to the daily chart. All right, here we are. This is the daily chart. I reworked this daily chart today, okay? But let me tell you something. The old cycle low would be, how do I explain this? Let me just go back here a little bit. Let me go back. Let me do something I don't normally do. Let me temporarily get rid of a bunch of stuff here. Okay. And we'll turn them back on in a minute. Okay. Let's follow these cycles. Okay, so there's one over here. There's this cycle. Okay. Bingo. Does it hit? Oh yeah, very nice. Here's the next cycle. Now this is a daily chart. Bing, does it hit? Oh yeah, super nice. Okay. This big old cycle. Does it hit? Yeah, it was a very bullish cycle, but you still got a low there. See that? Okay, bing, bing. Yep, we got a cycle. And the market was very strong, obviously, through this phase. And we come all the way up here. Did we get a cycle low? Yep, it's not very noticeable, but there it is right there. And there it is. Okay. And then we get this change in behavior. Or is it? Okay. We get a big pullback right exactly halfway through the cycle. I mean, exactly. Okay, and this is extremely common. You will see half cycles do stuff and break, break rank, so to speak. It's like the ill-disciplined soldier. He's breaking rank. All right. But it's not a coincidence. It's exactly right in the middle of this big cycle, okay? So I'm pointing this out because I don't believe this just goes away. It may not be as deep as this, and that's fine. You can anchor off of this low and do your other cycles. That's perfectly okay. But ignoring this cycle low right here, which is the end of May, maybe stretch out a little bit here to the first week of June, is a mistake. To just redraw this and say, oh, it doesn't exist anymore. No. I don't do that. I wait, because a lot of times these old cycles still have residual energy waiting to play out. And I've seen this many, many times. And the fact that this cycle low, or this big pullback, happened right in the middle of this cycle right here is a little suspicious to me. It doesn't mean this is just going to go blowing down here and take out this low down here. It could do that. It may surprise us and be like absolutely dramatic pullback. Okay, but I do think we're going to get a pullback here. I don't know. Does it come down and hit the 50-day, 52.11? Okay, but I'm just showing you all these cycles because, for those of us that do cycle analysis, you got to be a little patient. As you're introducing new cycles, you can't ignore the old cycles. You have to you got to let them both kind of play out at the same time. Okay, it's like one is giving away to the other, and the old one isn't completely done doing its thing. And I think that's what we're seeing here. And I think we're going to see a dippy do. I don't know how deep. Maybe it's just today. Okay, but keep an eye on through the middle of this cycle. This is about June 5th. Okay, today is the 23rd, and I think we're going to see the market's going to give up some stuff here from now through June 5th. There goes the closing intraday bell. I don't claim this is just going to be every day straight down all the way to June 5th. I don't really know, but I think there's going to be some energy loss here for a little bit at the end of May, going into the first week of June. And then we can all celebrate the moonshot. Okay. But I've said this for the last week or two. You need to be a little patient during this time. Be a little patient because it's, there's a little residual energy from the previous cycle still here, right? There's some, like I said the other day, making the comparison between money flow in the market and like a hurricane that gets downgraded to a tropical depression, right? There's still some energy there. And I believe you're going to see some type of pause. We've had this pause. Markets pulled back 95 points today. Is that all there is? Because, there is kind of a cycle low here that's with these new cycles. But don't be shocked if we get a little more decline in price out to the first week of June. I think that is a possibility. So I'm just throwing that out there. We're always going to trade what the market gives us. We're always going to adapt to the market. That's what we do with cyclicality, man. When we talk about the entire universe, guys, is cyclical. Everything is cyclical. I'm not going to dive into the depths here of just how cyclical life is, but it's extremely cyclical, way more than people realize. Okay, and it shows up in the market all the time. All right, so don't be, like I said, don't be too shocked. Just one more time, if we see some price decline into the first week of June, because it could happen. All right. So I've been taking small positions here. This whole week's been my $200 a day goals, $1,000 this week. Just being super cool, cheapy little scalps, man. Okay, and let me tell you something, guys. Being small adds up to bigly. That's right, I said it. I used the word. Oh my gosh, leftist heads everywhere just exploded because I used the word bigly. Right. So do small trades, adds up big at the end of the week. All right, let's take a look at the intraday charts, and we'll also look at my trade. All right, this is the 5-minute chart. Now, I took out all the other indicators and just showing the candlesticks with some simple moving averages. And there's a Get Us Plus candle in here. These are, you can't see them, but the little purple ones, or pink, whatever heck color that is. And I'll put the Get Us Plus indicator and the other indicators back in here in a moment, but I wanted to show you this. Okay, just the raw candlesticks with the Get Us Plus candlestick showing up here. Okay, on the 5-minute chart, this was exactly at 8:35 this morning, 5 minutes after the market opened. Okay, it's telling us there's a trade. And boy, was there ever. There was a trade, all right. Oh my goodness, was there a trade. Okay, let's bring in the other indicators and we'll get this to be a little more obvious on what's going on here. So on the 5-minute chart here, I was surprised this morning when it broke below the 24-hour. That definitely surprised me. And the Get Us Plus indicator said, hey man, there's a trade here. And normally we'd say, oh, we got to go long, but look what happened to the MACD. It broke below the zero line really aggressively and got super wide. Oh, that's when you know it's game on. Right? You got to pay attention to these things. That's how you know to take this trade here. An absolutely huge 11 and 15 range, up for a total of 36 range across these two candlesticks. That's just amazing. That was absolutely huge trading below the 24-hour here. Now here's the 15-minute chart. Look at this. 9:15, we get a signal right here. Look at this signal. Telling you to trade. It looks like you're going to go long. But again, just like the 5-minute chart, the MACD broke below, really strongly below with a big gap. That's a signal to tell you, okay, whoa, hold on a second. Okay. You just chill. This really took about 2 to 3 hours to really mature, okay? And it farted around down here and eventually came up, got rejected off the 24-hour, and that was the big trade. Look at that beauty. Right off the top of the SMI and take it. So this is a great signal, and you use both the SMI and the MACD together to tell you, am I taking the trade right now long? Which that, or am I waiting for it to mature and go and lose momentum and go short, right? And this one was like really obvious. As soon as it got below the zero line, it was clear momentum had been lost And this little bounce on the SMI was going to get rejected in the 24-hour. You got to be looking for that. Sure enough, it got rejected here for like about an hour. It tacked along, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. It tacked along to 24-hour. Well, actually, this is not the 24-hour, but it doesn't matter. It just basically stalled up here and then got rejected. Amazing, yeah? All right, and here was my trade, $300 today. I actually did this on a kind of a counter trade. The market was pulling back. It did a little bounce. I jumped in as a counter trend trade, which, you know, it has its risk, but it was a very quick, literally like 5 or 10 second trade. I was in and out because I was just going for my goals. And like I said, if you didn't watch my video from earlier today about having goals, you should watch it. So there was my $300. Every day this week I've been attempting for 200, but today was 300. The market kind of moved a little bit quick, and I was able to catch an extra $100. And here on the 5-minute chart, where did I pick up the profit? Right here, right there. The market was very aggressively pulling back. I could tell that it was starting to get a little bit of momentum here. Risky though with momentum on the short-term SMI, it was showing some positive momentum, but the MACD was well below the zero line, so risky to go long here. But I grabbed a little bit of profit right in here. That's all I needed. As it turned out, it was a good decision. It made its way all the way back up to the 24. Now, in this case, this is a 24-hour of this green line, and it happens to be a crossover between a 24 and a 4-hour right there. But yeah, even if I got a little wrong, I just would have had to wait a little longer, and eventually it would have made good. But yeah, I just jumped in somewhere like, I don't remember exactly, I think maybe at the bottom of this candlestick, and that whole candlestick was 12 points, guys. I mean, I literally only took like 1.5 points. I'm telling you, I was laying it out like 5 seconds. Okay? Because I had my goals for this week and I stuck to it. Okay? So that was my trade. And that's where I took it. Okay, for those that want to be a member, I'll put a link in the description below this video, and I'll put it as a first comment at the top of this video as well. There's a discord.com link there. Just make sure you read those instructions that are below the video. Okay, and once you've done that, you can join by clicking on the discord.com link. It's going to bring you over here to get a server. It's going to bring you to the server shop. Here's the page right here, $7.99. And like I said earlier in the video, you really want to watch my video from earlier today about the importance of goals. Down here is the streaming charts that shows you the Giddus Plus indicator, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1-hour charts. The cycle low today on the hourly chart, it was bang on. Bang on. There was 2 cycle lows, one at 1 p.m. and one at 4 p.m. And it absolutely basically nailed both of them. Cycle low was amazing today. But you can get those streaming charts down here, so just click on that. When you join, you can ask me in member chat, say, hey, Giddus, where is the link for gold streaming charts? So I also have that. I'll give it to you. And while you're at it, you can ask me, hey, Giddus, where's the video for new members? And I'll give you that. It's a pretty good video. It'll show you how I use the Giddus Plus indicator and the other indicators to do my trading. It'll get you pointed in the right direction. Now, the S&P 500 and the gold streams both have their own alerts channels. So when the Giddus Plus indicator thinks there's a trade, it'll send an alert to this channel right here. So you might want to right click on this channel, just turn notifications on. If you want to do it for gold, you can do it for gold, right? Every day I do premium symbols, and you'll have future symbols in there, optional stocks that have options basically, shorts, and industries are all in there. Nice set of symbols. Giddus only posts. This is where I put the daily video for the members. You can go in there and watch it. Also, every night I notify members in this channel when the email goes out. So it's a good idea usually when you join to right click on this one and turn notification on. Now, speaking of the nightly email, I don't automatically get your emails when you join, okay? Because Discord, you do to sign up through Discord, but they don't necessarily forward your emails to me. So if you want to get the nightly email, drop your email address in this channel right here, emails only. I'll pick it up. And what you're going to get is you're going to get the daily chart of the S&P 500. It has the daily cycles on there that are really nice that I just reworked. It has the support and resistance lines on there. Okay, and I usually give a small paragraph or a couple sentences of my opinion about what I think the market is going to be doing, okay? Then up here, those are where most of the chat takes place. Member chat and S&P 500 channel. Well, this is everything you're getting for the $7.99 a month. I mean, it's an amazing value. You're getting streaming charts for S&P 500 and gold. You're getting the alerts that go along with it. You're getting premium symbols. You're getting the daily email. The daily video, the nightly email. Okay. There's almost never support issues, but if there is, just hit me up in member chat. It's usually the only support issues I ever get is, hey, I didn't get my email. That's usually because Discord's doing something, messing up people's links and stuff. Okay, but they've calmed down lately. So the last thing I talk about is the rules. If you break the rules, it's your own fault because you didn't read them. Okay, and then I'm going to be in your face about it, and it's going to be your fault. So read the rules. And here's the refund rules. There's a disclaimer in there that I am not a financial advisor, and everything on this server, no matter if it's me or anybody else, no matter what they post, is strictly educational purposes only. Okay, there is no financial advice implied whatsoever. Okay, you got to be responsible for your own trades. Okay, it's good. It's that way anyway. Okay, this way you learn, you become a better trader. Okay, you don't want to just be following me. Hey, I just want to follow Giddus. No, Giddus has a service that helps you become a better trader. That's the way to do it. So you can trade for yourself for the rest of your life. Okay. And lastly is a rule in there about being nice and respectful on the server. Just treat everybody with kindness and respect. We might have a few debates once in a while, but you usually keep it pretty clean. Okay. This is a conservative server, guys. I'm a Christian. Okay. I know not a lot of people like Christians. That's fine. You want to hate on Christian, go ahead, but not on my server. And don't bring your leftist garbage here. You're more than welcome to come. I don't care what your political affiliation is. You're welcome to come and be a member. Just be nice and be peaceful. If you're going to be a troll and start saying nasty things, I'm going to delete your content, and then I'm probably going to end up kicking you. And if you get to be a real jerk, you're going to get banned. So that's all on you. Okay, you've been forewarned. Okay, so just come in with a good attitude. Use the service for you to trade. Don't worry about whether I'm a Christian or this or that. Just use the service. Okay. All right, I think that pretty much covers it. It's been an amazing day of trading. It's been a good week for me. I'm just sticking to my goals, as I showed both earlier today in my other video, and you saw in today's video, made $300. Woohoo! Happy camper. Gold's been a little bit pulled back today. It was up over 2,400 and pretty much pulled back most of the day. And S&P 500 definitely pulled back, and I think there could be more pullback in S&P 500. So for members, make sure you read your emails tonight. Really important. And I think that's pretty much it. All right. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. Talk to you all real soon again next time.